Well, universities across the country are responding to this call to avoid large groups of people, and more than 100 schools, including Christian colleges like Wheaton, have shifted to online classes, and many are asking students to leave their dorms on campus. Bianca Kilaughton, education reporter for Politico, has been covering this and joins us now with more. Bianca, thanks for joining us. We know that all universities, of course, are spending a lot of time right now trying to think about how to address this. But for those that are switching to online and even closing their dorms, what does this mean for students? What are they working through?
You know, it feels like the American college experience, how it is traditionally, has been really upended by this coronavirus. And so what we're seeing is that schools are canceling classes and moving them all online. College students are moving out of their dorms. And so there's a lot of fears surrounding what's next for college students. They want to know what's going to happen with the rest of their semester, with their units, with their financial aid. And some are actually worried about how they'll even get home. There was one college in Kentucky, Berea, that actually announced that it's canceling the rest of the semester completely starting Friday. So there's a bunch of students right now scrambling to find flights to get home.
And I want to ask you, too, we know this has consequences for international students who come to the U.S. to study. What does the coronavirus mean for them in the short term and for the U.S., too, in the long term?
So right now, the United States is the #1 provider of study abroad programs for international students. Every year, we get the most international students coming to our colleges. And actually, they're a huge part of our economy. Higher education is one of the biggest things that we give other countries, and we actually get the most students from China every year. Right now, we've seen a lot of closures in admissions tests. So like the ACT and SAT that were supposed to be administered this month and next month, they've been canceled. And so those are key things that you need to have in order to be admitted into colleges. So our economy desperately, for higher education purposes, needs those students to keep coming. And if the quarantine continues, I don't know if they will.
Right. Well, and I'm curious, what do you expect going forward? Do you expect to see more schools switching to online? What is the outlook at this point?
So right now, there's over 100 colleges and universities that have decided to make the shift to move all their classes online. And we're seeing more and more actually announced today. The University of Chicago earlier this morning rolled out their announcement saying, hey, we're canceling all of our in-person classes to mitigate the spread of this virus. And so I think throughout the week, more and more colleges will continue to follow in those steps.
All right, Bianca, education reporter with Politico, thank you so much for your time and insights.
Thank you.